Hi, everyone. Welcome back to The Review, a show where we talk all things media, whether it's books, games, movies, music. This is the place to be. I am your host, Marissa. Welcome back. It's been a minute since our last episode, and as you can tell, this is not my usual setup. Usually, I'm at school. However, with all of the snow days, with me getting constantly sick this semester, I decided to try and do a couple of at home reviews with you guys because this is my last semester and I really, really want to do more reviews because I love talking about things in media, and this is what I came up with. So, today, for the first time ever on the history of the review of its semester and one episode, we're going to be talking about music. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Girl Set's single. New single, Tweak. Now, if you don't know who Girl Set is, they are a global pop group, global girl group, who started out on a survival show. And what that is think America's Got Talent, X Factor, things like that, where instead of it trying to have one winner, it's like they form Fifth Harmony and One Direction every time. So like they're trying to figure, and Little Mix too. So they're trying to get a bunch of, or it could be anywhere from like 4 to like 9 or 12 members of a group that they want to debut. Sorry, I'm still kind of sick. So typically, it is this type of format of reality show and survival show is seen in Korea, and we know it and from or oh sorry, geez, we know it from K-pop groups like ENHYPEN, Zero Base One, 101. So it's not a new concept to Korea, but because Korean companies want to expand to typically the United States, the US, and the Western market, they are extending those reality shows to their American labels or subsidiaries. So, Girl Set, originally, the girls participated in a show called A2K, which is a short form for America to Korea from JYP Entertainment. And I think, were originally a 6 member girl group. They debuted as Vicha, which was a very cutesy, girly K-pop esque group. And I say K-pop esque because you see a lot of similarities between maybe early days Twice and Vicha, especially because they're part of the same company. Um, and they're not, Vicha wasn't the first girl group or first group. Well, I'm getting all twisted. Vicha isn't the last global group to do this. This is how Cat's Eye was formed as well. They're through Popstar Academy, and Vicha was through A2K. Now, A2K formed this group, and then they had, I think, maybe 2 EPs or 2 singles. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really listen to them. And then they kind of disappeared. You stopped hearing about them. You were like, what is happening? And like many artists and many labels, they were vaulted and they were locked in a basement for a couple of years until early 2025 when they come back as Girl Set, now down to 4 members, and that's Lexi, Savannah, Camila, and who did I not say? Kendall. Sorry. And they have now kind of a more mature sound. Now, I'm not saying like mature as in explicit. I'm saying mature as in they're not girl crush anymore. You can kind of tell that they're older. They're coming into like being adults. Um and I'm loving the change in sound. I love a good girl crush. I can't lie. I love cutesy concepts, but sometimes it's not for every member. Like Lexi, who is my bias, I would say, which means just my favorite. She fits Girl Set's new concept so well. So I didn't even think I said that. So they went from Vicha to about like 6 members, I think it was, vaulted, come back as Girl Set, a 4 member group. Lexi being my favorite, and now all the girls seem so happy with the concept. And I think it's Lexi, and I think people were saying Savannah or Camila, one of them. Definitely Lexi, but one of the other two that I can't remember. They were saying, "Oh my gosh, they love this concept. They fit it so well, and they seem just like more comfortable." And I agree. So my first introduction to Girl Set was actually Little Miss, which is so fun, and it kind of it has like hip hop influences, and I would say the same for Tweak, which I'm about to get into. Um, but yeah, definitely check out Little Mix. Little Mix. Well, I love Little Mix, yes, but Little Miss by Girl Set, one word. And but for today, I want to talk about Tweak, which is their newest single that came out, I think, 3 days ago now. Um, and let me tell you, first and foremost, I am a hater of songs under 3 minutes. Now, replayability is higher when it's under 3 minutes, and that's typically why artists like to do songs under 3 minutes, because then people want to hear it again and again and again, because it's just like not long enough, you know? But this song, 2 minutes and 29 seconds, a hit. It's a hit because a lot of times when, especially in like K-pop more right now, and I'm using K-pop as an example because that's what I listen to a lot. I love pop music. Um, so like when they have songs that are under 3 minutes, they sometimes don't have a bridge, which is really annoying, and it kind of makes the song seem a little bit too flat, because the bridge is where they, mix things up, and they really like build to the climax of the song, and it's so good. But Tweak does have a bridge. And not only do they have a bridge, they have a key change after the bridge, because out of the 4 members, Kendall has this, I'm sorry, my nose keeps like getting congested. Kendall has this kind of bright voice. Like I would say she would fit Vicha's, like their old aesthetic the most. So her voice is a little bit higher. So they have a key change to a higher note for her at the end to do the chorus. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, the one thing that people can say is that it is a pretty simple song, right? It's pretty repetitive. It's not like groundbreaking lyricism, which I can 100% get behind. I absolutely understand that. I'm with you. But I think in its simplicity, it is. Sorry. It's like the best version of a simple song that you can ask for. Maybe not the best version, but a really good version of a simple song that you can ask for. Like a lot of songs, um, they very much are. Now, don't hate me for this, okay? Like Cat's Eye's short songs, the lyricism isn't great. Which, if you want me to talk about that, you can hit up the Griffin CHC on Instagram, or hit me up, MXRSSAA, and I can talk about Cat's Eye. I would gladly talk about Cat's Eye. Um, but some of their songs, like Gnarly or Internet Girl, they're so simplistic that it's kind of, maybe not Gnarly, because I think Gnarly is layered. Like that has like a specific conversation that needs to be had about, the difference between the writer and Cat's Eye performing it, and that's a conversation for another time. But like Internet Girl, it's very simple and it is kind of fun, but it doesn't showcase, their talents as much. And I think even in its simplicity, Tweak, and honestly, like Little Miss by Girl Set shows their skills. Like, we're hearing them sing, we're hearing, like, we're watching them dance, and they're having fun and they look so good doing it. Like, I love Girl Set. Like, they're probably very quickly becoming like one of my favorite pop girl groups right now, which pop girl groups back on the rise. Thank you very much. Okay, Say Now is, I would say, right after Girl Set for me in terms of girl groups. I don't listen to many group like pop groups outside of like K-pop. So I'm glad to be getting into that more. Actually, it would be like twice Girl Set, Say Now, but I want to get into Say Now more. Like, I only have, I think, like a couple of their songs, so I want to learn them more. But back to Girl Set. Jeez, this episode. um, yeah. So Tweak is, there's not like much to say about it really, because it's like I said, 2 minutes and 29 seconds. I don't like. There's only so much that you can talk about unless you have a music degree or a background in music theory. You don't even have to have a degree. You just have to have some sense of music theory, especially like, if you were growing up. I don't have any of that. All I can say is I think y'all should stream it. Give it a listen. Let me know what you think. On my Instagram again, MXRSSAA, or you can hit up the Griffin CHC and let me know. Or actually, if it's your thoughts, you can let me know directly. But if you guys have any thoughts about what you want me to review next, there's a couple things we have in mind that are in the works right now, but I'm always open to ideas. So please hit up the Griffin CHC on Instagram, or again, me, MXRSSAA, for anything you would like me to review. This episode is going to be the shortest episode ever, which is kind of necessary sometimes, because we've tried to do a thing where we just learn how to shut up and cut it short and be concise, but we can't, because we're all very passionate about our interests and we love that. But rating out of 10, Tweak, I would give it a 9 out of 10, because I just want it to be a little bit longer. It is replayable because it's under 3 minutes, but I would love a 3-minute 39-second song. Girl Set, JYP, someone. I think they're directly under JYP. I don't think they're under a subsidiary like Geffen with Cat's Eye versus Hybe. So JYP, please give these girls a song over 3 minutes. I'd appreciate that, and I cannot wait to see what Girl Set comes up with next. That has been the review. I'm so excited for you guys to listen to the song, and that's it. Bye bye.